One courtroom, multiple lives hanging in the balance. From plea deals and probation warnings to serious felony charges that could change futures forever, today's docket is packed with high-stakes decisions, tense moments, and courtroom reality that most people never get to see. Stay until the end because some of these rulings take unexpected turns.
Good morning, sir. Thank you.
Judge, with the permission, we're going to proceed on the lesser plea offense. He's provided, Judge Walker has provided a voluminous amount of mitigation evidence with respect to his participation in the counseling, et cetera.
Okay.
Which he will continue.
Okay. All right. Again, sir, you're David Biano, and we are client with the formal reading of the indictment. And it's just the Class A assault.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Biano, in cause number 25 DCCR 1212, the state has elected to proceed on the lesser included offense of a Class A misdemeanor assault, and that's from September 2nd of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge?
Yeah, that's just.
I don't take no contest, please, unless there's some other. Okay. Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty because you did what they charged you with in that lesser offense? I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Judge Walker?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you fully understand them?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? And it looks like the agreement is for a 2-year deferred probation. There would be a $500 fine. You would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. It looks like including in continuing counseling and anger management if required.
If required.
Sorry, thank you. You understand all those conditions.
Yes,
Judge,
And-
I'm sorry to interrupt. May I also, I think I've failed to put it on the paperwork, include either a no contact or in the same spirit, a trespass warrant, so to speak, from the Baptist Physicians Network location there at 6450 Folsom, that he not receive any kind of urgent care treatment at that location, regardless of who the staff is there.
It won't be going back to.
Okay.
We are going to work.
So that'll be part of the probation as well, that you're not allowed to go to that facility, and specifically also not to have any contact or communication with Scott Steele. You understand?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. I can't remember what it was. State
No,
Center
I don't think
one.
I have no objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Biano is not competent?
No, Judge.
All right. So, and are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
That's where I was. All right. I'm going to find, Mr. Biano, that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily. Find that you're mentally competent and you understand the nature and the consequences of that plea. Find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to follow the agreement that you made with the district attorney and defer all proceedings and place you on probation for 2 years. You are ordered to pay the fine. What was it? $500, and to follow again all of those rules and conditions that we've already gone over, in addition to all the standard conditions. If you do all of that, this is a great opportunity because you don't have the conviction on your record. And if you successfully complete the probation, at the end, the case will actually be dismissed and you'll never have a conviction for this offense. The other side of that, though, is if you violate any condition of probation, you could be brought back into court, you could be found guilty, and you could be sent to the Jefferson County Jail for up to 1 year. Do you understand? I'm going to hand you the trial court certification that shows this was an agreement that I followed, and so you have waived your right to appeal. You need to have a seat here in the courtroom. Probation, she's sitting at that desk right over there. She's going to call you when she's ready to go over your paperwork. All right, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so again, you're Simon Gobert.
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Gobert, in cause number 24, DCCR 0512. You're charged with the second-degree felony offense of attempting to commit sexual performance by a child under 14, and that's from August 2nd of 2023. And what that means, sir, is that if you go to trial and you're found guilty, the range of punishment is between 2 years and up to 20 years in prison. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And I have here on the tablet a plea bargain rejection that you've signed with your attorney that shows that the district attorney's office has made an offer if you wanted to enter a plea of guilty for a 10-year cap, which means you would be leaving your punishment up to me. And if I followed the agreement, I could not give you more than 10 years. I could give you 10 years. I could give you less. I could consider probation. It would all be determined on the information that I received at a sentencing hearing. You have every right to reject that offer and have your case set for trial. I just want to make sure you understand what the possible consequences are and what your options are. And do you understand all of that?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you want to reject that offer and have your case set for trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you're looking at your attorney, and I know he's gone over everything with you. This is a decision that you make after his advice, and y'all talk about it. I do want to make sure that you understand that once your case goes on the trial docket, I typically do not accept this plea agreement after today, unless there's some new information that comes to light that your attorney or the state's attorney didn't have before. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you want to go forward with trial?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll get it set on the trial docket. Mr. Comerford will begin preparation for trial.
Yes, ma'am.
We'll see you back then. You're free to go.
Thank you.
Thank you. And this is 19-31560. This is a motion to revoke probation. What is the announcement?
Your Honor, we have a tentative agreement. We don't know if we need to file something. It is to put him into an outpatient ISF, JCDI, excuse me.
Okay,
We need something. Our probation officer just do the modification.
I think what I'd rather do is to go through that motion. Hold on,
Judge,
let
it's
me look at it. What are-
it's one count
Uh-huh.
for a new offense. He was stopped and had some synthetic marijuana in the car. I'll just note for the court, he's been on probation since 2020. He's
Yeah.
had one admin hearing, and that involved a case that was refused.
Okay.
So I don't,
What's the status of this case, the new one?
nothing's been filed. I don't see a lab, Your Honor. So I'm not, it's a
So
misdemeanor amount of.
intention to just dismiss the motion then?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
That's fine.
Then if he's going to dismiss the motion, I don't need to go through anything. If you'll just make a notation, the agreement is for him to enter and successfully complete the JCDI program. So that now becomes part of your probation. They'll have some paperwork for you. Do you want him to stay and sign off on something today? Just have a seat here in the courtroom. She's going to call you up so you can sign off on that additional condition. Make sure you continue to do everything you're supposed to. You've made it a long way. Don't mess it up now. Okay?
Yes.
Not yet. We're going to make sure he's wearing the drug patch as a condition of his bond. Whatever JCDI requires, I'm fine with that. So if they think a drug patch for a while, that judge and that will make that determination, and I'll go along with that because they'll get to know you better. For now, continue wearing it until you're told otherwise, but you can talk to them about it. Okay? All right. Have a seat, sir.
You need a dismissal from me or?
Yes, I do on that
Send it to
NCRB. Thank you, sir.
I'd be excused this afternoon.
Yes, sir. We'll see you at 1. Good morning, sir. Are you Davion Mason?
It's fine.
This is 25 DCCR 1511. Mr. Mason's charged with burglary of a building. And what is the announcement?
Judge, I've discussed the state's offer with Mr. Mason. If we can get a short setting so I can go over that with him a little bit, because it
Looks
would,
like you just were appointed last month.
because it would involve convictions.
Okay. Let me just do a normal reset. If something happens and y'all want to come in sooner, just call clerk and we'll get it bumped up. But that should give you plenty of time, Mr. Mason. Make sure you go make an appointment to go visit with Mr. Lewis before that next court date, okay?
Yes.
All right, you're free to go. Good morning, sir. You're Lance Charbino?
Yes, ma'am.
And this is 25 DCCR 0096. Mr. Charbino is charged with credit or debit card abuse. And what is the announcement?
Judge, we're asking for a reset of about 2 weeks. This one, the offer involves some restitution that can make the determination whether this will be a reduction or.
Okay. Why don't I just do a normal reset? If you guys get something taken care of ahead of time, looks like you were just appointed last month on this one as well. Make sure you stay in touch with Mr. Lewis between now and that next court date so that you'll understand what options you have and what you need to try to do potentially before that next court date.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay? All right,
Thank
free to go. Good morning. You're Michael Anthony Thomas Jr.
Yes, ma'am.
And this is 23 DCCR 0530. And Mr. Thomas's case is set for trial to begin with jury selection next Monday. What is the announcement?
We're ready, Judge.
State's ready. All right, I will number the case after docket tomorrow. I think I have some in custody. Yeah, got 2 in custody tomorrow, but I can tell you as of right now, based on the other one that has gone away, this is by far the oldest case and will be the number 1 case. Y'all can go ahead and and bank on that being the number
Okay.
one case, and then I'll number the others after it.
Okay.
So we'll see you next Monday. If there's any change at all, you guys let me know before tomorrow at noon. So if there's any other negotiations, they need to take place before tomorrow at 12 o'clock. So that I can make sure the numbers and everybody knows that they're a trial order.
No problem.
Okay, all right, thank you. I don't think you signed. Somebody didn't sign.
No, yeah, I didn't sign.
Good morning, sir. Eugenius Vital. And Mr. Parker, will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
You will, Your Honor.
Are we going on count one or both?
Yes, count one.
No, Your Honor. Mr. Vital, in cause number 25, DCCR 1374, the state's elected to proceed on count one only. It charges you with third-degree felony offense of failure to comply with sex offender registration requirements from July 17th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge? Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And because you did what they charged you with? I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state has marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Parker? Do you fully understand them? And do you understand, if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney, that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal? And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a cap of 4 years in prison, which means if I follow the agreement, you're leaving your punishment up to me. I cannot give you more than 4 years. I can give you 4, I can give you less. I can consider probation. It all depends on the information that's brought to me at a sentencing hearing. You have an absolute right to have a jury come in and determine 2 things. One, if you're guilty, and then if they find you guilty, you could leave your punishment up to that jury. If we go forward this way, you're waiving that. And is that what you want to do? Speak up, I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Also, do you understand, if you're not a U.S. citizen, that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenders number 1.
No objection?
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Vital is not competent?
No, Your Honor.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of your plea, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty. However, I'm going to reset your case for sentencing so that the probation department can do a sentence report. That'll give me more information about you and your case, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. You need to stop on your way out of the courtroom today and talk to probation, and she's sitting at that desk right over there.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we'll see you back at sentencing. Ms. Davis, you tested negative, but it is the condition of your bond that you have to have that drug patch. You have to have it changed every 2 weeks. So you've got to get a job, get whatever you have to do if you're out on bond. I've given you a court-appointed attorney, so you don't have that cost. You've got to have the drug patch changed as required every 2 weeks. If you don't, then you're going to end up with a warrant for your arrest over that. And you've tested negative. I just want to make sure you continue to test negative based on the history. Okay. So it is very important. You need to go get that done within 2 or 3 days this week. By Wednesday, you need to have that one. It's not testable at this point. If you've had it on for that long, you just need to go get a new one put on. Okay. Because that one is not testable.
Is there any, I will definitely work on that. Is there any cheaper options?
Not really.
And Judge, if I may, she brought me some mitigating information today on her case. I think we're going to be able to get this worked out. So if
Okay.
it's possible, we have her on the docket maybe next week. We'll probably be able to get this one resolved.
Okay. I'll reset it 1 week.
Okay.
All right. Stay in touch with Mr. Lewis. I'll see you next Monday.
Okay.
Good morning, sir. Are you Larry Glenn Fletcher?
Yes, Mom.
And this is clause numbers 25 DCCR 0838 and 0839. Mr. Fletcher is charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon as well as manslaughter. Looks like Mr. Gertz has filed a motion to modify the conditions of the bond.
Judge, Mr. Coleman has asked me and I have agreed to hold off on this motion for a week or 2. I'm
Okay.
not sure why, but it doesn't matter. I respect Mr. Coleman. He asked me, so I'm happy to do that for him.
Okay.
And I've cleared that with my client. And so I just asked that we,
Just reset it 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yeah, I think that 2 weeks is actually a holiday, but
It is.
if we do that Tuesday, he could come in for that.
I don't know. Just-
I don't, whatever, Judge, 3 weeks.
Is that a big docket?
We've been waiting that long.
Okay.
And then you'll recall, Judge, we've already had an MTRP, like a full-on hearing on this case.
That's right.
Ultimately, it's going to need to be tried, so.
I'm trying to remember and there we go.
The allegations were excessive speed in the residential neighborhood, allegedly leading to a motor vehicle accident involving an elderly couple. One of whom was deceased. The other
Yes.
was severely
I remember, I recall. So, okay, I mean, all right, let's just reset it. We're going to reset it 3 weeks, for the bond conditions. And at that time, hold on, sorry. It is already on the trial docket. Okay, we're going to leave it on the trial docket also. We're not going to, it's not going to get bumped back. We're just going to take care of this in 3 weeks, the motion, for the bond conditions.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, we'll see you back in 3 weeks.
Oh, thank you.
Good morning, ma'am. Are you Felicia Freddy? Are you sick currently? I'm sorry. Well, then cover it all the way over your nose. It doesn't do any good if you're partially, either you're sick or you're not. All right, Miss Freddy is here on a motion to revoke probation and cause number 24 DCCR 1390. And what is the announcement?
Judge, I've gotten a new proposal by Mr. Coleman that I need to go over with my client, but I anticipate we're just going to have a hearing on the MTRP. One more hearing, but let me, if I could at least just run that by her. Because I think the only allegations are this new allegation. Is that right? Or
resisting arrest, and then not acting courteous, arising out of that resisting arrest.
All right, I'm going to do a 3-week reset. And
we'll have an announcement though.
okay, sounds good. Thank you. Make sure you talk to Mr. Gertz before that next court date, okay? You're free to go. You were hiding behind Mr. Gertz. You're Bruce Hill.
Yes, ma'am.
This is 25 DCCR 1348. Mr. Hill's charged with giving a false name or information or forgery of a vehicle registration. And what is the announcement?
Judge, we are very close to a deal, maybe a short resetting to sort out some restitution issues. But it's going to be an agreement and we're going to get it resolved.
Okay, so this will be the final reset. Looks like you were, it's just been since November. I'm going to do a 3-week. That's the same day you
That's
have
fine.
the other ones. And so make sure you get in touch with Mr. Gertz. Y'all visit about it before you come back and we'll get something announced or taken care of that day. Okay, you're free to go.
Thank you.
Good morning, sir. Are you Darius Sparks?
Yes, ma'am.
And this is 25 DCCR 0754. Mr. Sparks is charged with assault family violence by impeding breath or circulation. And what is the announcement?
I think Ms. Malpino sent out a letter. She did get a response. I think she wants to talk to the complaining witness.
Did Judge, you allow us a reset last time for me to send a letter? Ms. Gage actually called in late last week. There's a message in the box and I will give her a call when I have a moment and discuss with her what Mr. Rojas had proposed with respect to the BIT program satisfying this offense. I'll keep him apprised and at the next resetting, we'll either have had that completed or we'll have a deferred offer or we'll
Right.
go from there.
Okay, so Mr. Sparks, I'm going to reset your case. Make sure you stay in touch with Mr. Rojas. So once he gets that information after Ms. Malfino talks to the complaining witness, you'll know what your options are and we'll get an announcement at the next court date, okay?
Yes.
You're free to go, sir.
Gotta get the minute date.
Just your bondsman will let you know and or you can call Mr. Rojas's office.
Okay.
Okay, and Mr. Currington, it's very important that you're on time because when you're not, I forfeit your bond and a warrant goes out for your arrest, okay?
I had called up here though to let them know.
Okay,
I had a flat tire this morning.
okay, I'll recall the bond forfeiture. Thank you for calling. The problem is once you call, we're already here in court. So make sure if anything happens, you also call your bondsman
Yes.
because they know how to get in touch with us, right? And so will your client waive the formal reading of the indictment?
He will, Your Honor.
Mr. Currington, and cause number 25 DCCR 1114, you're charged with the 3rd-degree felony offense of evading arrest or detention with the use of a vehicle. And that is from July 13th of 2025. And how do you plead to that charge?
Guilty.
Are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily? And are you pleading guilty because you did what they charged you with? I'm sorry?
You know.
I have here on the tablet some documents that have your signature on them that the state's marked as exhibit number 1. Before you signed these, did you go over them with Mr. Rojas?
Good.
Do you fully understand them?
Yeah.
And do you understand if I follow the agreement that you've made with the district attorney that you'll be waiving or giving up any right to appeal?
Good.
And it looks like the agreement that you've reached is for a 5-year deferred probation. There would be a $1,000 fine and you would be required to follow all of the rules and conditions of probation. Is that your understanding?
Yes.
Do you also understand if you're not a U.S. citizen that a plea of guilty or no contest may result in your deportation, exclusion from admission to the country, or denial of naturalization under federal law? State tenders number 1.
No objection.
It's admitted. Is there any evidence that Mr. Currington is not competent?
Oh, yeah.
All right, sir, I'm going to find that you entered your plea of guilty freely and voluntarily, find that you're mentally competent and understand the nature and the consequences of your plea, find sufficient evidence to find you guilty, but I'm going to reset your case for sentencing so that the probation department can do a pre-sentence report. That'll give me more information about you and your case, and then we'll come back later for sentencing. You need to stop and talk to probation on your way out of the courtroom today, and she's sitting at that desk right over there.
Good.
All right, we'll see you back at sentencing.
And that wraps up another intense day inside the courtroom, where every decision carries consequences, every plea changes a future, and every case tells a different story. Which moment stood out to you the most? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more courtroom breakdowns and legal analysis.